What do you think? And can I ask you, what did you give your 18-year-old as a present?
Well, I didn't give him condoms, and I don't think I'd give him condoms with chewing gum and the same things. If you mix those two up, it's a horrible afternoon, isn't it?
I don't understand.
What do I do with this?
Oh, my God.
So I have to chew it before I have to...
This is horrible.
But no, I can't really remember what we got. I know one of them I said, oh, if you've learned to drive, I'll buy you a car, and I was going to get him a little second-hand car. But he said, and he's very sensible, he said, well, I live in London, I don't really want to drive.
Yeah.
You know, I use public transport. And so we never... So I think I
gave him an Oyster card instead.
Yeah, so I bought myself a car instead. But I can't remember. But we don't go crazy. I mean, throughout the year, we support our kids.
Yeah.
I can't remember any kind of, like, big one-off gifts we gave them. I remember, I mean, certainly, and I come from a very, you know, classic, or rather poor working-class family, and we didn't get big presents for our 18th. I remember my 18th birthday present, my parents took me to see Manhattan Transfer, and I didn't want to go and see it with them. And, and to celebrate, we went to a Happy Eater beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
So that's still my benchmark for a good 18th birthday.
This thing about buying an 18-year-old condoms, do you think that's a bit patronising?
I think it is, because I mean, ideally, they know condoms exist by then, if they're active in that way, and they will be used. I certainly wouldn't give, like, as I said, my youngest daughter is very active in kind of this group called Pink Protest, and they're very kind of sex-positive, body-positive, and they talk about all these things online all the time. She knows far more about it than I ever could, so it would be... I'm hoping she'll give me some condoms for my birthday.
Do you remember the time when you had the chat? Did you have the chat with them? Never?
No.
So how did it come about?
They went to school. We knew the school was doing sex education, so we knew they were learning about sex, and we did sometimes talk about sex. But I remember once, my eldest daughter, once she was talking about someone, and I remember overhearing her talking to a friend, and they were talking about what masturbation was.
Oh.
And I thought, well, I'm going to hear what they think this is, because it's interesting. She went, yeah, I mean, it's when someone hugs, squeezes someone too tightly. And they were talking about another film. She said, I don't want to see that film. It's got sexing in a taxi. She was 25 at the time. But no, so it's like charming when you overhear something. But I mean, I would have done without embarrassment. I would happily have spoken to him about it. But I mean, we knew that it was being... And I think in a way that's healthy, that a group of young people will be learning at the same time from someone with whom they...
Yeah, I also think that's indicative of quite a healthy mother and son relationship, isn't it? It's obviously been done with a sort of tongue-in-cheek sort of attitude as well. And I think
God, in my house, it was my mum left a pamphlet in her knicker drawer.
Well, I love that word. That's not leaving it in a knicker drawer. That means you were snooping and you found it in a knicker drawer. That's not the kitchen table.
I was surprised when I found it there.
Yeah.
But it was weird because your parents used to hide quite a lot of stuff, which you wouldn't hide now. I remember my mum, who we talked about earlier, she had a book, and this was the beginning of kind of like feminism and women talking about their own sexual needs. And there was a very famous book at the time called The Secret Garden.
Oh, Nancy Friday. That's right.
She had
Mine was
hidden in one of her drawers.
Which you read?
Was it well thumbed?
It was well thumbed,
What about the book?
My mum used to hide a lot of things down her bra.
You couldn't fit the book down there. It was quite a bulky paperback.
She used to like that, pull out loads of stuff.
My God. Now, listen, we can't let you go without talking about this. Now, over the years, you at home, you've heard most of our opinions on extraterrestrials, but we'd like to hear a man's opinion. We want to get his perspective, because according to new scientific research, men are more likely to try and make contact with aliens than women are. Right. You ever phoned E.T.?
I mean, I would love to. I mean, in theory, the idea of extraterrestrial life is very exciting. I suspect if they did find a way to come to our Earth, they'd have more advanced technology. Like when, as the human species, when we would find a new territory, we would normally go there to conquer rather than to be benevolent and human. So I'd be a little bit concerned. But I wonder whether this is... Because it's kind of we're talking about the realm of the supernatural in a way, or certainly, you know, unknown. And I wonder, most women I know love the idea of ghosts. And meeting ghosts, with most men I know do talk about aliens.
Yes.
And I wonder whether there's a split there.
Yeah, that is very true,
I get very... Well, do you remember...
Well, I'd love to see a ghost.
Alien stuff.
I'd love to see a ghost. I just think, why doesn't, like, your friend the plumber who dies come back? Why is it always like Lady Jane Grey with a candle and a white nightie on? It's like, I'm not bothered about seeing her.
It's always hard to get a plumber around. It's always hard. Maybe he said he was coming, he was just late. That's what plumbers are like.
Have you seen a UFO, or do you think you've seen a UFO?
When I was a kid, I thought I saw a UFO, and then we phoned a group, and then we found someone, and this was in the days before internet, of course, and I think it was just some sort of like weather balloon or something. But we were terribly excited by it. And I think maybe that's part of people. You kind of like the idea of something extraordinary happening in your life and being special in some way.
How do you know it's a message from an alien anyway? That's what the part of this story that I didn't understand. It says,
men would reply to a message from an alien. So how would they know it was from an
it'll
alien
say
and
love
not some
from
woman they
love
were on a
from the
dating
alien.
website?
Yeah.
It'll say
I
love
tried
from
to
the
contact
alien.
you earlier.
So if you were an alien, would you really correspond in
Accents.
English?
Geordie
I
alien.
mean, is that what happened? So someone got a message, they said they got a message from someone. I mean, that's just nonsense. But fun nonsense.
What annoys me is that a man is more likely to respond to an alien than his wife, who's been trying to get hold of him
I
to
know.
find out when he's going to pick the kids
Yeah,
up.
probably.
She
You
should
know,
just...
We all agree with
Yeah.
that, don't we?
Maybe that's how she should leave a message.
I have been trying to contact you. Take
Love
out
the
the
alien.
bin.
That's like those little smash men. Do you remember that?
Yes.
You're talking
Oh,
like the
mash,
smash men.
yes,
Let's
mash.
tonight.
Going down memory lane.
We are.